Takes a minute for it to get started. Okay, what's the first thing I want to do?
You want to hit tilde to open up the console, and then
Alright.
type /color space blue.
Okay. Okay. Color blue.
There you go. See. Okay, well, that's Factorio for you.
Okay, I'm done. Thanks. I'm gonna run this way.
Yeah. Do you know anything about the game at all?
I know you can use WASD to move around.
Okay. So we need to build stuff.
Ooh, I have a gun.
Let's
I know
see.
that.
What do we need to do first?
I have a stone furnace and a burner mining drill.
Yeah.
And a flashlight, apparently.
Okay, so first thing we need to do is run. If you press M, that'll toggle the map.
Okay. Oh, I can zoom and everything.
Yeah, if you hover over some of the patches,
tell me what the stuff is.
exactly. And in the southwest, there's a coal patch. Let's head over
Yeah.
to this little coal patch. So we need to start out with fuel to get some fuel.
Okay.
Yeah, up here. This here is coal. Now if you right click and hold, you'll see you'll start digging.
Yep.
But you're going really ass slow. And that's
Really ass slow, right?
really ass slow. If you look at the bottom right of the UI, you'll see your gun.
Yeah.
It's basically like your little tool belts and things. To the left of your gun, there's an empty pickaxe slot.
I see it.
And that's why you're digging slow because you're using your hand.
Oh, I'm digging coal with my hands.
I know. That's so plebish.
I might get coal under my fingernails.
Exactly.
I don't want to do that.
So press E to open up your inventory.
Okay.
And you'll see.
Can I change that to I somehow?
I'm sure you can if you go into options.
Interface. Okay, I'll deal with that later.
Yeah. E is really convenient because you go in here a ton, but I works. Whatever. And you'll see, that's the crafting UI off on the right.
On the right, okay, got it.
The big buttons are basically tabs for the categories for the different things you want to craft. In this case, you want to go to the second one, the production tab. And the first one there is an iron axe. So click. You'll have a few. You'll start with a few iron plates. So just click on that and to make yourself an iron axe.
Got it.
And you'll see it will fill in a slot in the bottom right automatically.
Oh yeah, that's much faster.
Yeah. Tools have durability, so you'll notice the green bar go down.
Right.
Get ourselves maybe, I don't know, 5, 6, 10 pieces, whatever. Number in parentheses is the total number that you have in your inventory. Okay.
Right, I got 10.
Okay. So that's probably enough to get started here. Now, since there's 2 of us, it's a little simpler because we start with our burner mining drills, right?
Right. Burner mining drill.
Yeah, so click on your drill and just drop it anywhere on the coal patch.
Okay, I'm going to drop it right here.
Now, press the Alt key, and you'll notice how you'll see a little... If you toggle Alt on off, you'll see this little yellow arrow pop on, on off. The yellow... the Alt key toggles on overlay that kind of gives you some information about machines and things. And in this case, the yellow arrow is where the coal is going to be outputted.
Got it.
Okay.
Can you change that?
The hotkey?
Can you change where the coal gets output from?
No, but you can rotate the machine by hovering over it and pressing R.
Ah, okay.
So you could, it's the output is that spot on the machine. You can't change that, but you know you
Right,
can.
but you can turn the machine.
Right. Now we're going to do a little trick here, and I'm going to place my machine right next to yours.
Okay, that is a neat trick.
Yes, it is. It's exciting. Now if we rotate the, go ahead and rotate the machines so they're facing each other. So one outputs into the other.
Okay, just like that. That's fine.
No, actually, I meant like this.
Okay, so they output into each other.
Yeah, so they're gonna basically one's going to mine and put its output in the other one.
So we've created
A
a
loop.
perpetual motion machine.
Exactly.
Oh, damn you, physics!
And
Suck
we
it.
just do one more thing, and then we've won Factorio. If you click on the machine, you open up its particular UI. You'll see it has a fuel slot.
Yep.
Take 1 unit of your coal to put it in your fuel slot, and you can, if you just right click.
I put all 10 in there. Okay.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. The red bar is how much remaining of that one particular coal piece.
Right.
Green bar is the progress.
I see. Yeah, they're feeding each other coal now.
Right. So we're gonna let them kind of do their thing. They'll build up to, I think, 200. I think is the stack size.
Okay.
So
how long would you say this patch will last us? You think?
Actually, if you hit the M to open your mini map, and hover over the patch, you'll see it has 401.
401K. Right.
That is enough to get kind of started, but we'll chew through that pretty good.
Okay.
I
have another question.
Hmm?
What's the range on these guys? How far out from themselves will they reach to grab coal?
They will only mine coal that's directly underneath them.
Okay, go. So we'll have to move those eventually.
Right. And in fact, if you hover over one of them in the panel to the right, you'll see some stats about it. Unexpected resources 2.9K. On
yours says 7.9.
Yeah, exactly.
Mine says 2.
Yeah, because the different spots. I mean, you kind of see that when you hover over
right
the pole.
Yeah, I see.
There's varying densities and whatnot. But right. the 401K will get depleted, and once we get a fairly quickly, and a fairly decent sized base. That patch, that 2.6 million, that's really nearby. That one will probably realistically last you be everything you need.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Most likely, but depends how big you want to make your base and stuff. Okay, so now we need some iron. So to the northeast.
Some of that up here.
Some up here, because we need to make more drills and whatnot.
Okay, so I'm scared of this red thing up here.
Red thing.
There's a red patch up there.
I don't see a red patch.
Up to the north. Some kind of red thing.
I don't see. I mean, there's a
oh, that's copper ore. That's not dangerous at all.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I would call that more of an orange or a copper color. Okay, so if you open up your inventory screen again, under the production tab, you'll see like in the third row, there's the burner mining drill.
Got it. Right.
We need to make a few more of those. But
we need some gears.
We need iron. Because you'll see at the bottom it says total raw. Probably the simplest thing to do is let's just hand mine. Like I said, another like 10 iron ore.
I was looking at all my stuff.
It's fine.
I was looking at all my stuff in the what do you call it?
Inventory screen.
The crafting.
Yeah. Okay, that's probably good enough. For right now, it doesn't really matter too much. But take your stone furnace and just drop it down on the ground somewhere.
Alright. The animation on these guys is really good.
Yeah.
Take my stone furnace and put it right here.
Yeah. Now open up its UI.
Open it up.
Toss in your iron ore and
Iron.
some fuel.
Into the resource.
Yeah. Throw mine in there too. I'll just dump my coal in there too. Actually, why are we doing that? I got a drill. I will, might as well get 2 going, right?
Sure.
Okay, we'll let that cook up some of our iron plates here.
Why buy 1 when you can get 2 for
That's
twice the
right.
price?
Okay, so go ahead and grab the plates out of that. All of those.
Okay, 10 plates.
Yeah. Now, convenient thing for you is if you just hold down the control key and click on the drill, or yeah, not the drill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't always have to open up the UI. If you're holding down the
Gotcha.
control, if you have coal in your cursor, you can control click to put coal in. Or if you have nothing in your cursor, you need to control click to pick up the resource that's in it. Okay, so make a burner miner drill.
Okay.
And
need to make a stone furnace. We need stone to make a stone furnace.
Yeah.
There's some stone over here.
Yep, we'll have to hand mine some of that real quick. But make the miner drill and just drop it on this ore patch somewhere.
I can't make one yet.
You should have enough plates now.
Yeah, but I don't got the... I'll have to use up my stone furnace.
Okay. Yeah, you do need some. The simplest thing is just to mine this rock here. It'll get you right on the patch. It'll be a little quicker, because I'll give you 20.
Oh, yeah.
There's another big rock here if you need some more stone.
Alright. Okay. And we can burner mining drill. Oh. If I just go ahead and hit the burner mining drill...
I should have mentioned that. Yes.
It automatically makes the stone furnace for me.
Yes. Yeah, it makes all the prerequisites that it can. There's a few items that you can't craft in your pocket, but in general, you can make tanks and trains and things in your pocket. It's very convenient.
This is too easy.
Yep. It doesn't matter for now. It doesn't really matter where I'll put it down. Just on the ore patch somewhere. Okay. Now in this case, they can't feed into each other because obviously,
right.
It's ore rather than coal. So we need to make a crate. But I'm assuming you don't have enough iron for an iron chest.
Let me look. Where's an iron chest?
If you press the E key, it's on the logistics tab, the first tab.
Transport belt, wooden chest, iron chest. I can make an iron chest.
Okay, well, that'll be good enough. I mean, that'll be useful for later. Normally, I start off with making a wood chest, but we haven't killed any trees yet, so.
Okay, where do I need to put the chest?
If you have, do you have the alt overlay still open? If you do,
yes.
You'll see the little yellow arrow. So just put it in front of the little yellow arrow.
In front of the arrow, okay.
And if you have any coal, just drop some coal in the thing. If you don't,
there's some in here.
Yep. Yep.
Oops, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Oops.
This will be good enough for now. Let's run back to our coal patch and get us some more coal.
Where's my tank? I'm ready for my tank.
I guess it only goes up to 50 stack size. You can just control click the 2 drills to pick up the coal directly without actually having to open up the UI.
Alright, got it.
Okay. We'll kind of keep doing this for a little bit just to kind of keep the coal production, or the iron production rather, for going a little bit. And then, now one thing we can actually do to, kind of maybe speed things up just a smidgen is we can actually just, I should have thought of this rather than the chest anyways. We can just drop the furnace directly in front.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
and it'll load. Yep, it'll load.
Yeah, and you right click to pick up buildings. Same as mining them. In fact, you can probably just go ahead and just replace that chest with a furnace. You can pick up half a stack by right clicking it. So.
Okay.
So, like, open up one of the miner drills, right click the coal, spread some coal into the.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay, well. If you have another drill and a little bit of coal, why don't we put one on the stone patch? Because we need some.
Okay, let me see if I can make one. Can't make one. Wait. Yeah, I bet I can. Okay, one burner mining drill.
Yeah, and once you have the drill, you just put it on the stone patch here, so we can get our stone, so we can make more burning mining drills.
Oh, very smart. Okay, say again. We're gonna some on the stone.
Yeah, just on the stone patch here, and put that chest in front of it, so we just start collecting some stone.
All right.
Okay. I'll run down, get us some more coal. But probably want to repeat this a little bit, so we get maybe another 2 more. We want 2 more furnaces and making iron.
Okay.
And then we'll make 2 a similar setup on the copper patch.
Okay. So a couple more drills.
Yeah. I'd probably say we want a total for right now. I think it'd probably be good having a total of 4 drills on the iron patch, with their furnaces, so we get at least some kind of decent production going on here.
Okay.
And when you got 2 more burner drills and 2 more furnaces made, we'll head up to the copper patch and set something up there.
Oops, keep hitting the wrong dang things.
I don't have enough coal. I'm gonna run back down and get some coal. This coal patch is a little.
Oh, I see. It's queuing stuff up in the bottom left there.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah.
What's this big blue thing over here? Oh, it's
fairly poorly rendered water.
Can we drown? Can we jump in?
No. No.
There's fish.
No, either in either case.
I got a fish.
Yeah, fish. If you right click fish, you'll eat them to heal yourself. It's kind of.
Can I cook it?
No.
It's just gonna stay raw fish forever.
Yep. Yep, and you eat raw fish. Skin, bone, and all.
I like sushi.
Okay, so I'll put some coal in these guys. Just enough to get things going. Okay, so that's pretty much all the major resources, certainly initially. I mean, there's wood. Actually, we're gonna need a little bit of wood. Let's run down to this and murder some trees.
I have another important question.
Yes.
How do I shoot my gun?
We need things to shoot at. So normally you hold down space to shoot, and the game will just kind of smart shoot to whatever's closest enemy.
Oh, okay.
If you want to shoot at something directly, I don't remember actually. Thought it was C. Yeah.
Oh, I got shot.
Yeah. So if you hover over me and hold C, you'll shoot directly at me. Grain bars your health. You'll you can either eat your fish to heal yourself, or you'll heal over after you haven't been hit for a while.
I have to figure out how I eat the fish.
Just click it, having your mouse cursor close your inventory screen and just press right click.
Mm-hmm.
Or left click, maybe. Yeah.
Just picks them up.
That's left click. Well, it must be left clicking to eat it, because your count went down to 4.
Oh, I see.
We don't really need too much wood at this point. Probably 50 plus is probably more than enough.
Mark's telling me to eat my fish. I did eat my fish. I wouldn't have had to eat my fish if Lee hadn't shot me.
Well, you asked.
I asked how to shoot, not how to get shot.
Oh, I got a little confused there. Alright, okay, I'm picking up some coal. Now, if we go back to the iron patch, one of the things you'll notice is that they probably stopped working.
A couple of them did. They're flashing fuel icons.
Oh, well, okay. Assuming they still had fuel. So what will happen is things will, I guess they go up to the stack size. Put fuel back into these things. Now we want to get these plates out of here automatically.
Right.
So
We need an arm thing.
Yeah. So in that, we need to go ahead and make.
Excuse me.
I'm trying to figure. See, unfortunately, our coal patch is a little far away. Just trying to figure out what would be the simplest way of doing it. All right. What basically this is what I'm hem hauling on. Right now we're running everything on coal, which is fine initially, but it gets very tedious very quickly.
Right.
We want to switch over to electricity, and usually that's better done quicker. In the crafting UI, under the logistics tab, you'll notice there's 2 different arms. There's a burner inserter and just regular inserter. The difference is the burner inserter requires coal to run.
Okay.
Which is fine initially, but it gets very cumbersome to try to keep them full of coal. So I think we're just going to skip them.
Okay.
In this case, okay. So grab all the plates you can. We'll just go ahead and start getting some of our
okay.
theme production.
I got like a whole bunch of plates. I have 403 plates.
And they'll go quick. Okay, and under the let's just run up here to the lake. So to create electricity, we need steam. To need steam, of course, we need water. So under the logistics, my screen flashed red for some weird reason. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's these fish.
Oh, it must be the fish. Okay, I'll stay away from them. It was like piranha fish, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay. Under the production, there is a boiler, a steam engine,
Yeah.
and an offshore pump.
Offshore pumps.
Let's start with the
They
offshore
need electronic
pump.
circuits.
Do you have...
Offshore pump needs electronic circuits.
If you look at the bottom under total raw, it will show what's missing. Copper. Right, we haven't actually picked... We have run up to the copper mine and pick up our copper plates.
Okay.
And it's out of coal.
I got 100 out of here.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of balance some of this coal around, so at least these are kind of doing something. Okay, you should be able to make the offshore pump.
Yes, I can make 34 offshore pumps. I should do that, right?
Nope, just make one.
So, I can beat copper plates into copper cable with my bare hands.
You can. You actually gnaw them with your teeth, kind of like...
And then I can mash them into iron plates to make electronic circuits with my hands.
Right, right.
That's amazing.
It is. Mark's suggesting ender pumps, which would be good, but you know, whatever.
And I can do this all while I'm running around.
Yeah. You have a very sophisticated pocket. Yeah, just make one offshore pump and you know, plop it on the screen.
Got it.
You'll notice it has a blue output. That's where the lava comes out.
Oh, fine.
Yeah. Make a boiler and drop it somewhere.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter where yet.
Someone just drop it. Okay. Put it right here.
Yeah, actually, that's exactly where you need it.
Okay, good.
But you'll notice on how it has two inputs on the side.
I'd make an ender pump, but I don't have any diamonds. So.
That's a good point. Or ender pearls. I don't have any ender pearls yet. You notice the two inputs on the side are marked for water.
Yeah.
It has the in-out arrow, so actually... so it eventually will have another pump next to this one, and you know, you can just kind of drain it, and the water will kind of, you know, flow bidirectionally through it. The one in this input here or output here is the steam output.
Right.
So make a steam engine and drop it connected to that steam output.
Straight up connected to it?
Yeah, that's fine enough for now. We'll get... Yep. And that's almost all we need. If you create some pipes, you can fill in this area here. So the water makes it to the boiler. Now we just need fuel. We need a bunch of fuel. Let's head back down to the coal place and get all the coal we can. Do you have the resources to make 2 more burner mining drills?
I think so.
If you do, we can...
I can make 27 of them.
Yeah, just do 2 for now. Why don't you put the other 2, you know, put the 2
next to each other
on the coal, so we can double our coal output. Because we're gonna, unsurprisingly, the boilers eat up coal fast. Yep.
Oops, didn't really need to do that.
Okay, that's good.
All right.
We'll head back up to our power station.
Oh, I ended up on the other side of the lake for somehow.
You can just swim across. No, I can't.
No, you can't. You can't get in the water. I can grab this fish.
Careful, I might eat you. Ow!
Like
No,
that.
it ate me. Okay, so you can drop the coal into the boiler. I'll
Okay.
start boiling it up. Now, fortunately, we don't have to do any kind of super complicated computer craft stuff or whatever, and worry about not consuming fuel. Like turning off the machine.
Right.
Hang on a second. Um. And yeah, there are monsters. There's the Lothar monster. It's pretty dangerous.
Is it?
Yeah. But anyway, sorry, I lost track of what I was thinking when I was coughing there. If there's it won't, the machines won't needlessly waste things, so since there's no one using electricity yet, it won't keep burning coal, in other words.
Okay. Okay.
So the first thing we're going to want to do is make a power pole and drop it somewhere to the right here, adjacent to the.
Okay, so it's got a little shaded area. I'm assuming that's its area of effect.
Exactly.
Basically.
Yeah, and the plug on the machine was basically saying it had nowhere to send power to.
Right.
Now we're gonna want to keep this coal being fed into the boiler. So
Right.
we're gonna want to make a regular inserter, not a burner inserter, but the yellow inserter.
Okay. Got it.
And put it to the south of the boiler, and then make a box, either iron or wood, either is fine for now, and put that below the inserter.
Okay, let me figure this out.
And when you place the inserter, it's probably pretty intuitive.
There we go.
The bar is where it pulls from, and the chevron where it places things
Right.
at. These inserters have a range of only 1 block. Well, whatever. Just you'll see here in a second. So just put the box to the south of the inserter, where the
About there.
yeah. Now if you put coal in it, I gotta put up what coal I have. You'll see how it actually is just dropping it here on the ground.
Okay.
Because the yellow inserters only reach one. You're actually 1 tile too far away from me.
So there.
Yep, perfect.
Yeah, when I tried to place it earlier, it was yellow and it was beeping at me. So I moved it
Probably
down
because
one
you
and
were
it
just
turned
a
green.
little bit out of range.
Yeah, maybe.
Oops. Okay, and what you'll notice is, yeah, put all coal that you have into this sucker. And what you'll notice is it's not actually pulling things out, right? And it doesn't actually, it's not doing that because the boiler doesn't actually need coal.
Okay.
So if I take all the coal out of the boiler, you'll see how it starts kind of.
I see.
And it's actually not going to overload it either. It's only going to put like 5 or 6 pieces in it, even though it could hold 50 coal. So now we have electricity. Isn't that exciting?
I'm super excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited I think I'll shoot my gun.
Ow, 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 ow. Okay, now...
Would you like some fish?
No, the fish are too dangerous here. They keep biting me. Okay, so the next step is to get rid of the burner. We're gonna want to get all things automated, right?
All right.
I'm gonna steal all the coal.
Okay, good job.
Do you happen to have
hold on? What's happened? What?
Electric mining drills at all?
I got my wires crossed there. Could you say it another way?
Second tab.
Okay, hold on. Sorry. I think the cat hit something and it turned on Cortana.
That's funny.
Everything back to normal, I think.
Cat wants to play too.
She laid down here. I don't know what she hit. Okay.
I think your cat wants to eat the fish.
Technical difficulties have been corrected.
Electric mining drill. So you happen to have enough resources to make any of those?
Electric mining drill. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can make a few of those.
Okay. How many can you make?
14.
Let's try maybe like 2.
1, 2.
And then when you have them, just drop them on the this coal patch, because we want to try to get the coal from here all the way up to our. Be good enough for now. Now you notice they need electricity.
Yeah, I see that. So I'm going to have to make some more poles.
Yeah, imagine that. Yeah, make a bunch of poles, and run them.
So we're not technically even going to need these things here anymore.
No, we only need these to just kind of get started.
What the heck?
See, I jump started you to the advanced start, because beginners, they do a lot with coal. When I first played this game myself,
right?
I did a lot trying to figure out coal, but coal sucks.
Got it. Coal is inefficient and terrible.
Yeah. Okay, now let me show you a little trick, because it's a little lame to
Okay.
you'll notice. I'm sure when you notice that how you saw the wire, trying to place.
Right.
If you take one of your poles that you're going to place and click and hold it, and then walk. But while you're walking, keep the left mouse button pressed down. And what you'll find is it will smartly place the poles.
Ah, okay.
Pretty much everything in Factorio works this way.
Somebody was thinking when they designed all this.
Yeah. It's like, hey, you're going to have to place like lots of these things, so there's no power loss over distance or anything like that, so or there's no capacity on the wire, so you don't have to, And you see, there it is. It's starting to work.
Okay, see, the distance thing is tripping me up.
Yeah.
But I'll get used to it.
Yep. You saw they worked for a little bit, and they stopped. And they stopped because if you look very carefully, if you hover your mouse cursor in front of the yellow arrow, you'll see that there's one small chunk of coal on the ground.
I see.
So since it doesn't have anywhere to place new coal, it just stops working.
Okay.
2 ways we could do it. We could put a chest, like we've done with other things, and you can fill up the chest.
Right.
But realistically speaking, we're gonna want to make conveyor belts because we want to bring the coal automatically.
Right.
So at this point, it's probably safe just to make all the transport belts you can.
Transport belts.
We're gonna need a lot. And if you just shift click,
yeah, I was actually one step ahead of you on that one.
Yeah.
Easy mode, man. This is tough.
Yeah. Okay, and while those queue up, let's just run the circuit, pick up all of our plates and copper that we can. Because everything has probably stopped working. I see things are out of coal. I have a bunch of coal, so I'll just get these things working again. You don't really need to pick up all of the stone.
Too late.
It's fine. You don't need a lot of stone this early on. It tends to fill up your pocket faster than you can use it.
It's done.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, if you notice, if you come back down to the energy, our power plant here, you notice our box has no coal in it, and the boiler only has 5 left. So, yeah, we'll have to manually run down and bring some coal and fill it back up. Yeah, it goes pretty quick. The drills take up a lot of electricity.
So these drills, will they deposit? I'm guessing they won't deposit coal directly onto a conveyor.
No, they actually do.
They will.
Yep.
Okay.
They will.
So do we want to go? I guess we're going to go right with these.
Yeah. So however you want to run your belt, I'll let you worry about that. Just like everything else, you know, pressing R on the belt will rotate it.
Okay.
Yeah. And before we run out of electricity, I'm gonna take this coal up and put some in the box.
This is a long run.
Yep. And the 94 is probably not going to be enough either.
I started making a bunch more just automatically, apparently. Oops.
And of course, the best thing about transport belts is if you stand on them.
Oh, of course. Okay, I see now. I'm sitting here. Okay, well, it's making them. Why don't I have any in my inventory? But no, it's making the gears.
Yeah, it's making the gears. Yeah. If you right click when you make, it'll queue up 5. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll hit right click a couple times and then shift click. So that way you get some quicker.
Okay.
Because it'll make 5 gears, 5 belts, 5 gears, 5 belts, and then the 90 whatever.
Here comes coal.
Yeah.
Okay. Starting to get some here. Oh man!
Oh, off by 1. That's fine. And you can actually just replace the box with the transport belt.
Okay.
I mean, you could, in theory, use an inserter to put things into, or whatever. So we got a nice loop here. As long as the coal is on the belt, we'll have electricity.
Sweet.
Yeah. So
and we can grab
minor efficiency thing, just to show you how this works. If you come back down to the coal patch, you'll notice coal is only on half the belt.
Right.
If we rearrange the drills a little bit, we can get coal going on both sides of the belt.
Okay.
For right now, for this, it doesn't really matter because it's such a long belt.
Right.
But yeah, if you move the drills around.
Why don't?
Sorry.
Talking to myself.
Okay.
I can't make one of those. Okay. I get what you're saying.
Yep. However you want to do it, either move the drills that you have, or 2 more drills, or.
When I get the stuff, I'll make 2 more drills and put them on the bottom here.
Okay, that sounds fine. So I guess let's just so the next upgrade step is to replace the copper and iron to use electric drills, so we don't have to worry about running coal to them all the time.
Right.
In retrospect, I kind of picked a bad map with this coal and things being a little too far apart, but whatever.
That's cool. Okay. Alright, I'm making a whole bunch of electric drills.
Yeah. I'd probably say like 4 to 6 is probably good at this point.
How about 12?
We will use 12.
Okay.
We would.
Because I've got 12 queued up.
Picture, we'll probably have hundreds of them. But jumping ahead a little bit, if you go over to one of the power poles and actually click on the power pole, well, first hover over it, and you'll notice on the status bar on the right, you'll see it says electricity in the green bar.
Right.
So right now we're satisfying a full electricity demand. Excuse me. If you click on the power pole, it'll open up a UI that kind of gives you a clue on how much you're actually
tells you what's using the power.
Right.
It even tells you what's using the power.
Yeah. A single steam engine produces 900 kilowatts of power.
Wow, this is a very satisfied electric pole. It
is. It is very satisfied. 10 out of 10 satisfaction. But a single electric mining drill uses 90 kilowatts. Right. So we could actually only run 10 drills off of a single steam engine.
I'm picking all these up.
Yeah, that's fine.
But we still want these.
Yeah, we're not going to want to go ahead and pick them up because we're not going to actually want them on the iron patch. They were only there just so it would easily feed.
Right.
Because jumping ahead a little bit, we're actually going to near the coal production.
Okay.
Or the coal line, because the furnaces need both iron and coal.
Right. So we're going to transport iron down there.
Yeah. Or we transport coal here. It doesn't really matter which. Yeah. I'd probably say 4 of these is good to start with and 2 on the copper.
All right.
Do you have a chest?
Yeah.
Can you put it down on the ground for me real quick? There's no
There you go.
trading UI, but there you go. You just right click, pick up the chest, and it'll pick up its contents as well.
Okay.
But I dropped, in the chest is a little bit of wood and plates for you.
Oops, I went too far. It got dark. I couldn't see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm on the wrong side. Give me a second.
Now you'll notice, even though you have poles here, they're still complaining they don't have electricity.
Right.
If you hover over a pole, it will actually put a blue outline on the things it's actually powering.
Right.
So that in this case, this means that in fact, if you look at the pole, there's no electricity on the pole.
I see that. So I got a broken bit somewhere.
Um,
Which is right here.
Yeah. Might as well pick up that chest too while you're on it.
Woohoo!
It's hysterical. And kind of sad, actually. That Mark and Beth are watching us.
Okay, so these things should be rocking right now.
Yeah.
Alright, and they are.
Okay,
so
in the interest of just getting these things, because, we're going to need more iron, but we're not quite ready to set up, like, automated smelting and whatnot.
Okay.
So in interest, just to get things going, why don't you just put a transport belt along these so the iron can flow. Like the spice, iron likes to flow.
Right. Shall we
and
direct it south?
Yeah, and that's probably good enough. Just make a inserter and chest, just so you could pick up stuff off the belt and just shove it into a chest.
Alright. Alright, let me organize myself. Logistics, we need an inserter.
That's under the logistics tab, the first tab, yeah.
Do I want it on this side?
It doesn't matter. It will actually pick up from either side.
It matters. Matters a great deal.
I'm not going to argue with that. Yeah, that'll be good enough for now. Certainly long enough for us to do a similar setup up in the copper spot, and we're gonna basically what we're gonna do next is make a little smelting array, and then move the iron off of that directly into furnaces. Now, probably about this time, your iron pick is probably going to be about expired.
Yeah, it's been in rough shape for a while.
Yeah, so you might want to make another one. Just make one, because we're pretty close to making steel, and the steel picks are a lot nicer.
Okay.
It's still going to be a bit before we get to the steel, so...
Alright, I got that. We want to do the same thing here with the belt?
Yep, I probably run a belt, shove it in a crate, power these things up.
Got the box here. Now I need one of these doohickeys. Now I need a bunch more power. Oops. I think I want to make that many. Oh, no.
Don't go too overboard with the power poles.
How do I cancel?
Shift click in the icon. Yeah.
Alright, got it.
If you manage to get any of the Looks like you still, well, at least on the stream, you still have like 100. There you go.
No, it's gone. It's fine.
We'll be upgrading the power poles in the nearest future to steel ones that have a little bit nicer. But okay.
All right.
So that's pretty good. Now let's go back down to the iron stuff, because yeah, so
I'll check out our. Still good and satisfied.
yep. But you know, we're about a third of the current capacity.
Yeah.
Which is fine for now.
We'll just make another boiler and a steam engine. No big deal.
Yeah, actually, the low-hanging fruit is one boiler can actually drive 2 steam engines.
Ah, okay.
We just didn't need the, spend the resources initially. Okay, somewhere, it doesn't really matter where, we're gonna make a smelting array. Let's do it like right around here where the power poles are. And we're gonna easily change things later. But why don't you just drop down the furnaces that we have? Just drop them in a straight line. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. If you have any coal, fill them up, and then.
I got tons of coal.
And then I'm gonna. Yeah, and then probably run over to the iron chest and then drop iron in so they'll start working again. Or if you have the transport belts, you can start running the transport belts so they'll reach the coal or the furnaces rather.
Okay.
Actually, I'll just go ahead and steal this iron ore, throw it in here so they're actually doing something.
Think. Oops. Oops again. Ah, come on, that's not going the right way.
You don't have to pick up belts. If you just hover, you can R to rotate them directly on the ground.
Okay.
Sometimes it's easier to pick them up, and also if you have the cursor rotated properly, you can place it on top of an existing belt to change it. That's pretty handy too.
Oh, stop it. It's not the way I want it. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Now we don't really need this arm here now.
I don't really need the arm. The only reason I had it there is just so it was we were actually getting some iron ore while we were doing other things.
Don't you worry about that conveyor belt.
Hey, I'm being a good teacher and not obsessing over all the OCD issues and the inefficiencies that are going on right now. I think I'm auditing myself pretty good, I think.
I'm doing great.
And unsurprisingly, the next step would be to get inserters to put the iron into these things.
We're also going to want to get some of this coal over there.
That is correct. But we can't actually do that yet.
Oops.
So the problem is, right now...
There's no problem.
Well...
Everything's working great.
So the problem is that we don't have any way to split a belt.
Right.
You know, so to fix that, there's two things we could do. We could actually just move the copper, you know, so you know the one line of copper kind of just happens to graze these furnaces, or we could enter in the world of research.
Uh-oh, that sounds
I know.
dangerous.
But let's at least get these furnaces working, so they work if assuming we just put coal in them by hand, you know. Because the stack of 50 coal, it will go through pretty quickly, but you know it may take like 5-10 minutes for it to actually deplete.
See, Mark, look how good that works.
Yeah.
Mark should get on Discord.
Now, oops.
You make the land look prettier. Actually, it looks like we're kind of polluting the land at the moment. I don't think we're doing a great deal of good for the land right now.
We are. I've actually been ignoring talking about the pollution. Basically, there are enemies on the map. They're called biters. Kind of like zergs or stormtrooper bugs. When the pollution reaches the biters, they'll actually come and attack because you know they don't like the pollution.
Oh, of course they don't.
But we're ignoring those for a while.
Okay.
There is very limited. Bev was asking if there was a way to make the land look prettier. Different worlds, different maps have like there's a desert map and whatnot. But there's very little ways to actually make a pretty base like you could in Minecraft. You can put down concrete. You know, if you think concrete is pretty, you can pave the land.
Can you color the concrete?
Not without mods. Okay, so what's going to happen is these guys are going to fill up to 100 iron plates and then stop.
All right.
So why don't you just make another bunch of inserters to pull the iron out of them, and you could drop them directly into boxes, but it's kind of lame having a box for each one. So for convenience, why don't we drop it on a conveyor belt? So we're going to want that eventually anyways, and then have a single inserter.
A box at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay.
Exactly.
It's the wrong place for that box.
Yeah.
Ah, jeez. Oh, God.
Here's a pro tip for you. One of the really nice things to do, like when you want to place conveyor belts like this, if you put the mouse cursor like right next to you, hold it down just like you did with the poles, you can then just walk down.
Okay.
And keep the mouse in the same spot.
It's funnier the other way.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. If you get those powered up, we should be good to go.
We're good. That looks pretty, right?
Yeah.
All that crisscrossing and
the wires going everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Erica's telling me it's food time.
Okay. This is a good start.
Do you want to stop here, or do you want to keep playing?
We'll stop here for now.
Okay, we can pick it up after dinner.
Okay.
Dire wire. That's exactly.
Hey, this is fine.
Yeah. So the next step would be to do a very similar setup with coal or with the copper.
Right.
And then once we have constant copper production, like what we have here with iron, we can get into research then start unlocking some buildings and things to make it so then we
Okay.
can make more sophisticated
Yeah.
smelter arrays. Bring the copper or the coal, over automatically.
Right. Yeah, the research looked complicated.
Yeah, it's not as complicated as it may seem. But
Well,
that will be
we're dealing with my tiny little brain.
that will be good enough for now.
All right. Well, thanks for the start.
Yeah. It looks like your computer seems to be.
Yeah, it didn't spontaneously turn off on me this time, so.
That's good. Okay. Well, I'll be back in probably an hour or so.
All right. See you later.
Have fun.